Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the Quiet Hearth. Tonight, we are going on a very special journey. We are leaving the noise of the modern world behind and traveling back to the year 1350 to spend a quiet, slow day in a medieval cottage. But before we begin our journey, I have a small question for you. I am always fascinated to know where our community is listening from. Where are you right now? Are you in a busy city or a quiet town? And what time is it there? Is it past midnight? Or are you just settling in for an afternoon nap? Let me know in the comments below. I love reading about the places you call home. But for now, put your phone down, let the screen go dark, take a deep breath. You are safe here. Let's go back to a time before electricity, before rushing, before stress. Let's go back to the year 1350. You are becoming aware, slowly, gradually, that you are awake. There is no sound to wake you, no bells, no alarms. Only the gentle, inevitable pull of consciousness returning. The darkness around you is complete, absolute. The kind of darkness that exists only in a world without electricity, without streetlights, without the glow of distant cities. You cannot see your hand if you were to hold it before your face. You cannot see the ceiling above you, the walls beside you. Nothing, only darkness. You lie still for a moment, feeling the texture beneath you. Straw. The straw mattress rustles ever so slightly with each breath you take, a soft, whispering sound in the silence. The straw pokes through the thin linen sheet in places, small prickles against your shoulder, your hip. But you are so used to this sensation that you barely notice it anymore. It is simply the feeling of bed, the feeling of rest. The blanket covering you is heavy, made of wool, thick and scratchy against your chin. It holds your body's warmth close, creating a small pocket of heat in the cold air. And the air is cold. Even here under the blanket, you can feel it on your face, on your nose and cheeks. The air is sharp, biting. The kind of cold that comes in the hours before dawn in early autumn. You take a breath and the air is crisp in your nostrils, almost painful in its coldness. You know without seeing that dawn is still some time away. There is a quality to the darkness, a depth to the silence. That tells you the night has not yet released its hold, but it is time to rise. The day's work does not wait for light, and there is much to do before the sun shows itself. Slowly, very slowly, you begin to move. The straw beneath you rustles louder now as you shift your weight. You push back the woolen blanket, and immediately the cold rushes in to meet your body. The warmth you had carefully preserved through the night escapes in an instant, and you feel the chill wrap around your arms, your chest, your legs. You are wearing a long linen shift, your sleeping garment, and it offers little protection against the cold. You sit up, moving carefully in the darkness. Your family sleeps nearby. You can hear their breathing, slow and rhythmic, and you do not wish to wake them. Not yet. There will be time enough for them to face the cold. You swing your legs over the edge of the wooden bed frame, and your feet search for the floor below. And then, contact. Your bare feet touch the stone floor, and the cold is shocking. It travels up through your feet instantly. A deep, penetrating cold that seems to reach into your very bones. The stone has been holding the night's chill for hours, releasing any warmth it may have absorbed from yesterday's fire. It is like stepping onto ice, smooth, unyielding, and mercilessly cold. You pull your feet back for just a moment, gathering yourself, and then you place them down again, accepting the sensation. You stand, slowly, carefully, reaching out with one hand to steady yourself in the darkness. Your fingers find the rough wall, daub and wattle, the surface uneven and cool to the touch. You know this room so well, every inch of it mapped in your memory. Even without light, you know where everything is. You take a small step forward, and then another, your feet whispering across the stone floor. The cold rises up your legs with each step, and you can feel goosebumps spreading across your skin beneath the linen shift. You are moving toward the hearth. You cannot see it, but you know it is there against the far wall, and you navigate toward it as surely as if it were broad daylight. Your hand trails along the wall, feeling the texture change, from smooth daub to rougher stone, and you know you are close. You crouch down and reach out into the darkness, and your fingers find what they are seeking, the tinder box. It is a small wooden box, smooth from years of use. You lift it carefully and set it on the stone ledge beside the hearth. Inside, you know, are the tools you need: the flint, the steel, the char cloth. Your fingers move through the box, finding each item by touch alone. The flint is smooth and cold. The steel striker is heavier, solid in your palm. You find the piece of char cloth, soft, almost like fabric, but brittle. Charred linen prepared long ago for moments just like this. You hold the char cloth in your left hand, spread across your palm like a small, dark flower you cannot see. With your right hand, you hold the flint and steel together, and now you begin. You strike the steel against the flint, and sparks fly. Even in the complete darkness, they are brilliant, tiny orange stars that arc through the air and fall toward the char cloth. Once, twice, the sparks miss. 3 times, 4 times, you strike again and again. And then one spark lands true. The char cloth begins to glow. It is the smallest light, a tiny ember no bigger than a fingernail. But in the absolute darkness, it seems as bright as the sun. You watch it, this small orange glow, and you feel a deep satisfaction. You bring the cloth closer to your face and blow on it gently. The ember glows brighter, responding to your breath, pulsing with life. Your hands are illuminated now. You can see your fingers cupped around the glowing cloth. And for the first time since waking, you can see something of the world around you. You reach for the kindling you prepared the night before. It is here, beside the hearth. Dried moss, small twigs, pieces of bark. You place the glowing char cloth into the nest of moss and blow again, steadily, patiently. A thin curl of smoke rises, and then a tiny flame. It is no larger than the flame of a candle, but it is enough. The moss catches, then the smallest twigs, and you feed it carefully, deliberately, adding slightly larger pieces one at a time. The fire grows, and with it the light grows. You can see the hearth now, the blackened stones, the ash from yesterday's fire still gray and powdery in the pit. You can see the room beginning to emerge from darkness. The walls, the simple furniture, the sleeping forms of your family. But most of all, you can feel the warmth beginning. It starts as the faintest suggestion, a slight lessening of the cold against your face. You lean closer to the growing flames and hold your hands out toward them. Your fingers are stiff from the cold, almost numb, and as the warmth begins to touch them, there is an ache. It is not quite pleasant yet, this first touch of heat against cold skin, but you know it will pass. You wait, holding your hands steady, watching the flames dance and flicker. You add larger sticks now, pieces of wood as thick as your wrist. They catch quickly. The fire is strong enough now to consume them. The flames grow taller, brighter, and the warmth intensifies. You can feel it on your face now, on your chest, spreading slowly through the linen of your shift. The ache in your fingers begins to fade, replaced by a tingling sensation, and then finally by genuine warmth. You place a proper log on the fire, a thick piece of oak split and dried. It is heavy, substantial, and when you set it on the flames, the fire hisses and pops. Sparks fly upward, drifting toward the smoke hole in the roof. The log will burn for a long time, providing steady heat, and you sit back on your heels, satisfied. The room is transformed now. The fire fills it with a warm, orange glow, and shadows dance across the walls. You can see everything clearly. The wooden table, the few clay pots and bowls, the tools hanging from pegs. The stone floor is visible, and you notice, almost with surprise, that your feet are no longer aching with cold. The warmth from the fire has begun to fill the room, slowly pushing back the chill of night. You remain there, crouched beside the hearth, for a long moment. You hold your hands out to the flames, turning them slowly, warming first the palms, then the backs, then the palms again. The heat soaks into your skin, into your muscles, into your bones. You can feel your body relaxing, unclenching from the cold. Your shoulders drop slightly, your breathing deepens, and for this moment there is nothing else, just the fire, the warmth, and the gradual, gentle return to life. Behind you, you hear stirring. Your family is beginning to wake, drawn by the light, by the warmth, by the knowledge that the day has begun. But for now, for just another moment, you sit alone with the fire you have built. You watch the flames curl around the log, licking at the bark, finding purchase, beginning their slow work of consumption. The wood pops again, and a small shower of sparks rises up, glowing orange and gold, before fading to nothing. The darkness is retreating. The cold is retreating, and the day, quiet and predictable and familiar, is beginning. The sun has climbed higher now, much higher. The morning mist has faded away, dissolved slowly into nothing, and the sky above is pale and clear. You have been walking for some time, your feet following the dirt path that leads from the village to the fields. This path is old, worn smooth by generations of footsteps, by your ancestors, by your neighbors, by you, day after day after day. The earth beneath your feet is packed hard, and each step makes barely a whisper of sound. You carry your scythe over your shoulder. It is not heavy. You are used to its weight, but you can feel it there, a constant presence. The wooden handle is smooth from years of use, worn down by countless hands, and it rests comfortably against your shoulder. The blade hangs down behind you, and you are careful, always careful, to keep it away from your body as you walk. Other villagers walk the same path, some ahead of you, some behind. You pass them occasionally, or they pass you. There are slow nods of acknowledgement, but no words. There is no need for words. Everyone is going to the same place, to do the same work, as they did yesterday and the day before and the day before that. The silence is comfortable, familiar, like an old blanket. You pass the old oak tree, the one that has stood at the edge of the path for longer than anyone can remember. Its trunk is massive, gnarled and twisted, and its branches spread wide overhead. You have passed this tree every day of your working life, and you will pass it every day for the rest of your days. It is a marker, a constant, unchanging. Beyond the oak, the path opens out, and the fields spread before you. Wheat fields stretching away in every direction. Golden and swaying gently, the wheat is ready. The heads are heavy with grain, and the whole field seems to glow in the sunlight. You stop for just a moment, looking out across this sea of gold, and then you continue walking slowly toward your section. You reach the edge of the field where you left off yesterday. The cut wheat lies in neat rows behind you, and the uncut wheat stands tall ahead. You lower the scythe from your shoulder and hold it properly now, both hands on the handle, the blade extending out to your left. You position yourself, feet apart, body balanced, and you take a breath, and then you begin. You swing the scythe, slowly, smoothly, and the blade moves through the wheat stalks with a soft sound. Swish. The wheat falls away, bending, folding over, lying down in a neat line. You take a step forward, one step, just one, and then you swing again. Swish. The blade cuts through, and more wheat falls. Step, swish, step, swish. The rhythm establishes itself almost immediately. It is a rhythm you have known for years, a rhythm your body understands without thought. Swish, step, swish, step. Your arms move, your legs move. Your whole body moves in this slow, repeated pattern. Swish, step, swish, step. There is no variation, no need for variation. The work is simple. The motion is simple, and you fall into it completely. The sound of the scythe becomes everything. Swish. That soft, sliding sound as the blade passes through the stalks. Swish. Again and again, it is not a loud sound, not harsh, just a gentle, continuous whisper. Swish. Step. Swish. Step. The wheat falls behind you, row after row, and you move forward, steady and unhurried. Swish. Step. Swish, step. The sun is warm on your neck, on your shoulders. You can feel it there, a steady pressing warmth, slowly soaking into your skin, into your muscles. The heat builds gradually, and after a while you can feel a faint dampness at the back of your neck, the first suggestion of sweat, but it is not uncomfortable. The warmth is simply there, constant and unchanging, like the rhythm of your work. Swish, step, swish, step. The smell of cut wheat fills the air around you. It is a dry smell, dusty and warm, the scent of grain ripened in the sun. Each time the blade passes through the stalks, the smell intensifies slightly, released into the air like a slow breath. You breathe it in with each swing. This familiar scent of harvest, and it is as much a part of the work as the motion itself. Swish, step, swish, step. Small particles of wheat dust float in the air, so fine you can barely see them. But they catch the sunlight glowing golden for a moment before drifting away. The air is full of this dust, surrounding you, and you can taste it faintly on your lips, dry and earthy. Your hands on the scythe handle grow warm, and the wood seems to absorb the heat from your palms. Or perhaps it is giving heat back to you. It is hard to tell. Swish, step, swish, step. The field stretches ahead, and you do not think about how much remains. There is no point in thinking about it. You think only about the next swing, the next step. Swish, step. That is all. Swish, step. Your mind empties of everything except this rhythm, this motion. Swish, step, swish, step. The 100th swing feels the same as the first. The 200th swing will feel the same as the 100th. There is a deep comfort in this sameness. Around you, you can hear other workers, faint and distant, the sound of other scythes. Swish, 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 like echoes of your own work, but they are far away, each person working their own section, and the sounds blend into the background, becoming part of the overall quietness of the field. No one speaks. There is only work, only the rhythm. The wind moves through the uncut wheat ahead of you, and the stalks sway together, bending slightly, then straightening, then bending again. The movement is like water, like waves rolling across the surface of a golden sea. The sound the wheat makes is soft, a rustling, whispering sound. Continuous and gentle, it is the sound of the field breathing, and beneath that sound, Your own rhythm continues. Swish, step, swish, step. Time passes, but you do not measure it. There are no hours here, no minutes. There is only the work. The sun moves slowly across the sky, so slowly you cannot see it move. But you can feel the change in the warmth on your neck, on your back. The angle of your shadow shifts, stretching longer. But this happens so gradually that you barely notice. Swish, step, swish, step. Your muscles have settled into the motion completely now. Your arms know exactly how to swing the scythe. Your legs know exactly when to step. There is no strain, no effort, just movement. The work has become almost dreamlike, a meditation of body and blade and wheat. Swish, step, swish, step. You could continue like this forever. Or so it seems, lost in the rhythm, in the repetition, in the endless sameness of the motion. Behind you, the rows of cut wheat stretch back, a testament to your morning's work. Ahead of you, the wheat still stands, waiting. But you do not think about what is done or what remains. You exist only in this moment, in this single swing, in this single step. Swish, step, swish, step. A bird calls somewhere overhead, a soft, distant sound. And then silence returns. The wind shifts slightly, and the rustling of the wheat changes tone for just a moment, then returns to its previous whisper. These small changes are barely noticeable, and they do not disturb the rhythm of your work. Swish, step, swish, step. The heat of the sun continues, steady and warm. Your skin has adjusted to it now, and it no longer feels like heat so much as a presence, something that simply is. The smell of wheat surrounds you, constant and unchanging. The dust continues to drift in the air, golden and fine, and the scythe continues to swing. Swish, step, swish, step. You are not tired, not exactly. Your body is working. Your muscles are engaged. But the motion has become so natural that it requires no conscious thought. You have transcended effort, existing now in a state of pure doing. The scythe moves. You move. The wheat falls, and the rhythm continues. Swish, step, swish, a step, and this is the work. This is the day. This is life. Simple and repetitive and somehow perfect in its simplicity. Swish, step, swish, step. The field, the wheat, the sun, the rhythm. Swish, step, swish, step. Nothing more is needed. Nothing more exists. Swish, step, swish, step, swish, step, swish, step. The sun is lower now, much lower. You can see it without looking directly, a softer light than before, and the air has changed. The warmth that pressed down on your shoulders all through the long afternoon has begun to lift away. Slowly, gradually, the air moves differently now, brushing against your face, gentle and cool. You lift the scythe onto your shoulder, the same shoulder as this morning, and begin walking back along the path. Your legs move steadily, one foot then the other, the same rhythm you have walked your entire life. The path is familiar beneath your feet. Each stone, each rut, each smooth place where the earth has been worn down. You do not need to watch where you step. Your feet know the way. Other workers are walking too, spread out along the path, some ahead, some behind. The same quiet figures as this morning, moving slowly homeward. No one speaks. There is only the soft sound of footsteps on earth, and breathing, and the faint rustle of clothing as people walk. The silence is restful, easy. The light is changing with each step you take. The sun is sinking toward the horizon, and the world is turning golden. Not the bright gold of midday, but a softer gold, warmer somehow, gentler. The wheat fields beside the path glow in this light, and the uncut stalks seem to shimmer faintly as the breeze moves through them. Everything looks slower now. Softer, your shadow stretches out beside you, long and thin, reaching far across the path and into the field beyond. It moves as you move, a dark companion, always there. The shadows of other walkers stretch out too, crossing and mingling with yours. But still no one speaks. There is only walking, only the slow progression homeward. The air continues to cool. You can feel it more clearly now, on your arms, on your neck, on your face. Where the sun warmed your skin all day, the coolness touches, gently, like water, not cold, not yet, just cooler. The difference is pleasant, soothing. Your body, tired from the day's work, welcomes the change. Each breath you take brings in air that feels lighter, fresher, easier. You pass the old oak tree again, the same tree you passed this morning, and it looks different now in the evening light. The trunk glows amber, and the leaves overhead are touched with gold. You continue past it, steadily, and the village comes into view ahead. Smoke rises from the cottages, thin gray columns drifting upward into the pale sky. The smoke rises from every roof, from every hearth, and as you walk closer, the smell reaches you. Wood smoke, familiar and constant. It is the smell of evening, the smell of home, the smell of fires being tended and meals being prepared. You breathe it in, slowly, and continue walking. The village grows nearer with each step. You can see the cottages more clearly now. Their stone walls, their thatched roofs, their small dark doorways. Your own cottage is there, near the center, and smoke rises from your roof just as it rises from all the others. Someone has been home, keeping the fire alive, and you walk toward it steadily. As you approach, other sounds begin to reach you, faint sounds, quiet sounds, the distant murmur of voices, low and soft, the gentle lowing of a cow somewhere, the sound long and slow, a dog barking once, far away, then silence again. These are the sounds of the village settling into evening. Familiar sounds, sounds that have been the same for as long as anyone can remember. You reach your cottage, and you pause for just a moment at the doorway. You can smell something beyond the wood smoke now, something warmer, breadier, baking. Bread in the oven, or perhaps porridge over the fire. The smell drifts out through the doorway, welcoming, and you duck your head slightly and step inside. The warmth meets you first. After the cooling air outside, the warmth of the cottage wraps around you, gentle and immediate. The fire is burning. You can see it against the far wall, the flames moving slowly, steadily. Orange light fills the room, soft light, and everything glows. The walls, the floor, the simple furniture, all touched with this warm, flickering glow. You lower the scythe from your shoulder, carefully, and lean it against the wall near the door, its usual place. Your hands are free now, and you flex your fingers slowly, feeling the stiffness that comes from holding the handle all day. You move further into the room, and the warmth grows. It soaks into your clothes, into your skin, replacing the coolness you carried in from outside. Your family is here. You can see them in the firelight, moving slowly about their tasks. Someone stirs a pot over the fire, the wooden spoon making slow circles. Someone else sits on the bench near the hearth, hands busy with some small task, mending perhaps or preparing something. There are soft sounds, the scrape of the spoon against the pot, the rustle of fabric, breathing, but no words, not yet. The quiet is restful. You move to the bench and lower yourself onto it slowly. The wood is smooth beneath you, worn by years of use. You sit, and the relief of sitting spreads through your legs, through your back. You have been standing, working, walking since before dawn, and now finally you are still. Your body understands this and begins to relax, gradually, muscle by muscle. Someone places a clay cup in your hands, water. The cup is cool to touch, and you bring it to your lips slowly. The water is plain, unadorned, just water drawn from the well. You drink, small sips, feeling it move down your throat, cool and clean. You drink until the cup is empty, and then you hold it in your lap, your hands resting around it. The fire continues to burn, and you watch it. The flames move in their slow dance, curling around the logs, reaching upward, falling back, reaching again. The light shifts and changes constantly, but so slowly that each moment seems almost still. Orange, gold, red, orange again. Your eyes follow the movement, not thinking, just watching. The smell of bread is stronger now. You can smell the grain, the warmth of baking, and underneath it, the faint sweetness that comes when bread is nearly ready. Your stomach responds to the smell, quietly. A gentle reminder that the day's work burns fuel, but there is no hurry. The bread will be ready when it is ready. For now there is sitting, and warmth, and watching the fire. The person at the hearth lifts the pot, slowly, carefully, and begins to ladle something into wooden bowls, porridge perhaps, or stew. Steam rises from the pot, visible in the firelight, drifting upward in slow, thin wisps. The sound of the ladle against wood is gentle, rhythmic. Scoop, pour. Scoop, pour. Another bowl is filled, and another. A bowl is placed in your hands. It is warm. You can feel the heat through the wood. You look down at it, seeing the contents in the flickering light. Porridge, thick and pale, small pieces of onion, bits of herbs, simple food, the same food as yesterday. And the day before, you lift the wooden spoon and begin to eat. Slowly, the porridge is warm in your mouth, warm going down. The taste is mild, earthy, filling. You swallow and take another spoonful, and another. You eat without rushing. There is no need for speed. The warmth of the food spreads through your chest, through your stomach, a gentle warmth that matches the warmth of the room. You continue eating, steadily, until the bowl is empty. Someone takes the empty bowl from your hands, and you lean back against the wall. The stone is cool against your back, but not uncomfortably so. Inside the cottage, with the fire burning, with your stomach full, with the day's work done, everything feels manageable, gentle, safe. The fire continues. The light continues. Outside, the last of the daylight is fading. You cannot see it, but you know it is happening. The world is growing darker, quieter, but here inside the fire holds back the darkness. The walls hold back the cold. The roof holds back the night. You close your eyes for a moment, just resting them. The warmth presses softly against your eyelids, and you can still see the glow of the fire through your closed eyes. A faint orange, pulsing gently. Your breathing slows, deepens. Your hands rest in your lap, still and quiet. This is evening. This is home. This is the end of the day, and it is enough. The fire has been banked for the night. The logs have been arranged carefully, moved to the back of the hearth, where they will burn slowly through the dark hours. The flames are smaller now, lower, just enough to keep the embers glowing. The light in the room has dimmed, softened, and everything is touched with shadow. You stand slowly, your legs stiff from sitting, and move toward the door. Your hand finds the wooden latch, smooth and familiar, and you check that it is secure. The latch slides into place, gently, with barely a sound. The door is closed. The cottage is sealed against the night. You turn back toward the room. The firelight is very dim now, just a faint orange glow from the hearth. You can see shapes, the outlines of furniture, of walls, of the people moving slowly toward their beds, but details are fading. The darkness is beginning to fill the spaces between things, creeping in from the corners, slow and patient. You move toward your bed. You know where it is without seeing it clearly. Your feet carry you across the packed earth floor, around the table, past the bench. Your hand reaches out and finds the wooden frame of the bed. The straw mattress is there, waiting. You can hear it rustle faintly as you lower yourself onto it, a soft, whispering sound. You remove your outer tunic, slowly, pulling it over your head. The linen shift beneath is all you will sleep in. The same shift you woke in this morning. You fold the tunic, your movements unhurried, and place it at the foot of the bed. Your hands move by touch now, by memory. Because the darkness is growing thicker, you lie down. The straw beneath you shifts, settling under your weight, and you feel it conform to your body. The familiar prickles, the familiar softness. You reach for the woolen blanket and pull it up over yourself, slowly. The weight of it settles across your chest, your legs. The wool is scratchy against your chin. But this too is familiar. This too is comfort. The room is very quiet now. You can hear the breathing of your family, slow and steady. From their beds nearby, in and out, in and out. The rhythm of breathing is the only sound, soft and continuous. No one speaks. The time for speaking has passed. Now there is only rest, only darkness, only sleep approaching. The fire continues to glow, faintly. You can see it if you turn your head, just barely, a dim orange light, pulsing very gently with the breath of the embers. It does not illuminate the room anymore. It is simply a presence, a small point of warmth in the growing dark. You watch it for a moment, and then you close your eyes. Behind your eyelids, the faint glow remains, orange, soft, fading. Your eyelids are beginning to feel weighted, not suddenly, but gradually, a slow heaviness settling into them. They want to stay closed, and you let them. There is no reason to open them. There is nothing more to see. The darkness outside the cottage is complete now. No moon tonight. No stars visible through the smoke hole in the roof. Just darkness, total and absolute. The kind of darkness that exists only in a world without lamps, without street lights, without the glow of distant cities. This is a darkness that presses close, that fills every space. That is so thick you could almost touch it, but you are inside, safe, sheltered. The walls around you are solid. The roof above you is sound. And the darkness outside cannot enter here. It surrounds the cottage, but it does not threaten, it simply is. And you are separate from it, wrapped in wool, lying on straw, breathing slowly. The village is silent, every cottage, every hearth, every person, all silent, all still, all settling into sleep just as you are. There are no sounds drifting through the walls, no voices, no footsteps, no animals moving, just silence, stretching out in every direction. A silence so complete that you can hear your own heartbeat if you listen, faint and steady, a gentle rhythm in your chest. Your body is releasing the day. You can feel it, slowly, gradually, the tension in your shoulders, fading, the stiffness in your legs, easing, the tiredness that has been building since before dawn, spreading through you now, soaking into every muscle, every bone, not uncomfortable, just tired. The good tiredness that comes from work, from movement, from a day fully lived. Your breathing is slowing, in and out, in and out. Each breath a little deeper than the last, each breath a little slower. The air moving through your nose is cool, and as you exhale it is warm, cool, warm, cool, warm. The rhythm continues, steady and unchanging. The straw beneath you has stopped rustling. You are completely still now. Your body has found its position, has settled, and there is no need to move. Your arms rest at your sides. Your legs are straight. Your head sinks gently into the straw. Everything is supported. Everything is held. The embers in the hearth are dimming. You cannot see them with your eyes closed, but you know they are there, glowing softly, slowly fading, slowly turning to ash. The warmth they give is very faint now, but it still reaches you, just barely, a suggestion of warmth, a memory of the fire that burned all day. Time is becoming strange, slowing, stretching. You are not sure how long you have been lying here. Minutes or longer, it does not matter. There is nowhere to be, nothing to do, only this. Only lying here, only breathing, only drifting. Your thoughts are becoming slower too, less distinct. They drift through your mind like clouds, soft and shapeless. And they do not stay, they come, and they go, and you do not hold on to them. There is no need. Tomorrow will be like today. The fields, the wheat, the rhythm, the same path, the same work, the same return, and that is enough. That is everything. Sleep is very close now. You can feel it at the edges of your awareness, waiting, patient, gentle, not pulling, just present, and you are moving toward it, slowly, without effort, like drifting on water, like sinking into something soft. Your breathing is very slow now. In and out, in and out. The darkness is complete. The silence is complete. Your body is still. Your mind is quiet. The village sleeps around you. Every person, every creature, all at rest. The world outside continues, but you are separate from it now, separate and safe. The straw holds you. The blanket covers you. The walls shelter you, and sleep, finally, gently, comes in and out, in and out. The embers glow, faintly, so faintly you're breathing, so slow, so quiet, almost nothing, almost. Sleep just, breathing just. Darkness just. Your rest. And in this rest, the world continues to slow. You are no longer moving, no longer thinking, no longer doing. You have become part of the stillness. The cottage holds you, a vessel resting through the ocean of the night. While you drift in the comfort of sleep, the night deepens around you. It settles over the village like a blanket, thick and soft. The silence that was present before has now deepened, become something fuller, something older. It is the silence of the earth itself, resting between the labors of the sun, the fire in the hearth, which you watched fade to embers, has now settled into a bed of soft gray ash. There is no flame left, not even a flicker, just a warmth that lives in the heart of the stones. This warmth travels through the room, invisible and slow, keeping the chill of the night away. It is a gentle presence, watching over the room while you sleep. The air in the room becomes perfectly still. There is no draft now, no movement. The dust motes that danced in the shafts of light during the day have settled. The smoke that drifted from the fire has faded. The air is cool and clean and still. You breathe it in, slow rhythms that match the turning of the world, in and out, in and out. Outside the thick stone walls, the medieval night continues, without the presence of artificial lights. The darkness is complete, but it is not empty. Above the thatched roof, invisible to you in your slumber, the stars are turning, many points of cold, clear light, wheeling slowly across the black dome of the sky. The Plough, Orion, the Pleiades. They move in their tracks, marking the passage of time without a sound. The village of 1,350 is a place of rest. There are no engines humming in the distance, no tires on pavement, no hum of electricity in the wires. There is only the earth and the wind occasionally, very occasionally. The wind moves around the corner of the cottage. It brushes against the thatch, a soft, gentle sound. Shhh, shhh. It is the sound of the world breathing. Within the timber frame of the cottage, the wood settles, a beam adjusts, a low sound of oak that has stood for many years. It is a soothing sound. The sound of the house adjusting its weight, settling for the long night ahead. It tells you that the walls are steady, that the roof is solid, that you are enclosed, protected, safe in your sleep. There are no busy dreams tonight. The day was too simple for that. The work was too honest. There is only a wide, calm plain of rest. Your mind, which usually moves with thoughts and worries, has finally stilled. It lies flat and quiet, like the surface of a pond on a windless day. There are no ripples, no disturbances, just depth. You turn slightly in your sleep, the straw rustling beneath you. A small movement, gentle and slow. You pull the wool blanket closer, burying your face in the rough fabric. The smell of the wool, the smell of the dried straw, the smell of the wood smoke that still lingers in the fabric. It grounds you. Even in sleep, these scents tell you exactly where you are. You are home. Hours pass, or perhaps minutes. In this state, time has no meaning. There is no clock on the wall to divide the night into segments. There is only the flow of darkness. The night is a river, and you are floating on it, drifting downstream toward the morning. But the morning is still far, far away, somewhere in the distance, far beyond the village. A fox makes a sound, a brief call that touches the silence for a moment, and is immediately absorbed by the night. It does not wake you. It simply becomes part of the fabric of your rest, a reminder that life continues out there in the dark, while you lie warm and safe within your walls. The temperature lowers slightly as the night reaches its midpoint, the deepest part of night, the quietest hour, but there is no unease here, only a fuller kind of peace. The cold presses against the outside of the door, against the shuttered window, but it cannot enter. The heat you built during the day, the heat of the fire, the heat of your own body, remains held under the blankets. You are a space of warmth in a world of cold. Your breathing remains the rhythm of the room, slow, steady, unchanging. It is the only thing that marks the passage of time. Each breath is a release. Each breath pushes the day further away. Yesterday is gone. It has faded into memory. Tomorrow is not yet here. It is just a thought, waiting beyond the horizon. There is only now, this moment of suspension, this moment of total rest. The darkness seems to have a weight to it, pressing gently against your eyelids, keeping them closed. It is a soft velvet weight, soothing and kind. It demands nothing from you. It asks no questions. It requires no answers. It simply asks you to be, to exist, to rest. Even the animals of the village are silent now. The cows in the byre, the chickens in their coop, the dogs by the hearths, all are caught in the same spell of sleep, a shared pause, a collective stillness. For these few hours, there is no hunger, no labor, no cold, only the quiet of the night. You sink deeper, past the layer of dreams, into the layer of restoration. This is the sleep that restores, the sleep that mends, the sleep that clears the mind. It is a warm water, and you are submerged in it completely, weightless, timeless. The stone floor of the cottage, cold and solid, anchors the room to the earth. The thatched roof, thick and layered, reaches up toward the sky, and you are suspended between them, held in the balance, a small, warm presence in the quiet universe. If you were to wake now, you would not know if it were midnight or 3 in the morning. The darkness is uniform, unchanging. But you do not wake, you simply drift. Deeper and deeper. The embers in the hearth have turned to pale ash now. The heat is fading, very slowly, returning to the stone. The room cools gradually, but under your wool blanket, you are warm. The warmth of your sleep protects you. Everything is slow, everything is soft, everything is still. The world has paused for you. There is only this bed, this straw, this blanket, this darkness. You are safe. You are whole. You are asleep. The night stretches on, long and gentle, holding you, keeping you until the dawn. But dawn is far away, so very far away. Now, there is only rest, slow, quiet, rest. The night has found its deepest point now. The hours between midnight and dawn. The hours when sleep is fullest. When the body rests most completely. You are far below the surface of waking, far from any thought or movement. You are simply being. Your body lies perfectly still on the straw mattress. It feels heavy now, pleasantly heavy, as if gravity has gently increased, pulling you down, anchoring you to the bed. You are sinking, softly, slowly, sinking into the support beneath you. The blanket covers you from chin to feet, and beneath it you are cocooned in warmth. The wool is thick. The air outside is cold, but here, in this small space, there is only heat. Your hands rest at your sides, fingers slightly curled, completely relaxed. Your palms are open, empty, holding onto nothing, letting go of everything. Your shoulders have dropped away from your ears. The tension in your neck has dissolved. Your legs are straight, or perhaps bent slightly at the knee. It does not matter. Your body has arranged itself, and it no longer needs adjustment. You scan your body for any remaining tightness, and find none. The knees are soft. The ankles are loose. The feet are turned out, resting. Every muscle fiber has uncoiled. Every nerve has gone quiet. The breathing continues in and out, in and out, so slow now, so steady, that each breath seems to take forever. The air moves in through your nose, fills your lungs gently, and flows out again. There is no effort, no thought, just breath, following breath, following breath. In this deepest sleep, there is no awareness of time. Minutes could be hours. Hours could be minutes. The clock of the universe has stopped ticking for you. The darkness is the same whether your eyes are closed or open. And so there is no difference. There is only the continuous now, stretching in all directions. Endless and peaceful, the cottage around you breathes too, the walls, the floor, the roof, all settling into their own rest. The wood stops its small movements. The stone holds its coldness. Think of the objects in the room. The wooden table where you ate, the chair by the fire, the tools by the door. They are all sleeping. They are all standing in the dark, silent, waiting, patient. Everything has found its place, its position for the night, and will not move again until dawn. Outside, the village remains wrapped in silence. Every cottage, every person, every creature, all suspended in the same deep rest. The frost may be forming on the grass now, white, cold, silent crystals covering the world in a layer of stillness. But you are warm, you are separate from the cold. The world has emptied itself of sound, of movement, of light. What remains is only darkness, only stillness, only the slow passage of the night. The stars continue their wheel overhead, vast and distant, but you do not see them. The wind continues its occasional whisper, but you do not hear it. You are too far down, too deep in sleep, for anything to reach you. You are unreachable now, untouchable, safe in the depths. Your mind, which worked all day in the fields, which walked the path home, which ate and rested by the fire, has now gone completely quiet. Thoughts may drift by, like clouds in a night sky, but they are far away. You do not watch them, you do not follow them. They simply pass. There are no images, no memories, no dreams, just a blank, peaceful emptiness. A void that is not frightening, but comforting. A space of pure rest. The temperature in the room has stabilized. The warmth from the dead fire has faded to almost nothing. But your body warmth beneath the blanket is enough. You are neither hot nor cold. You exist in a perfect balance, a perfect comfort. Nothing needs to change. Time continues its slow march. The night ages, minute by minute, breath by breath, but you are outside of time now. You are in a place where time does not touch, a place of suspension, of pause, of infinite rest. Your heartbeat continues, slow and steady, a gentle rhythm in your chest. Thump, pause, thump, pause. It requires no thought, no attention. It simply is, beating since the day you were born, and it will beat tomorrow and the day after, but now, in this moment, it is just a quiet pulse, a soft drum in the deep, a reminder that you are alive, even in the deepest sleep. The straw beneath you has compressed under your weight. It no longer rustles. It has molded itself to your shape, supporting your back, your shoulders, your head. It is perfectly still. You are perfectly still. Everything is still, somewhere. Far away, the world continues. The stars turn, the earth rotates, the seasons move forward, but here, in this cottage, in this bed, in this sleep, everything has stopped. You are at the center of a great stillness, the eye of the storm, the bottom of the ocean, and in this stillness, there is nothing to do, nothing to think, nothing to be, except asleep. Tomorrow does not exist yet. Yesterday is gone. There is only this blanket, this dark, this breath, the weight of the blanket, the softness of the straw, the darkness all around. They hold you, they keep you. They will not let you go. Your face is relaxed. Your jaw is loose. Your eyelids are heavy, so heavy. Every muscle in your body has released its tension. You are as soft as water, as still as stone. You are everything and nothing. The breath continues in and out, so slow, so gentle, so easy. There is no effort, there is no thought, there is only this, only breathing, only darkness, only sleep, deep, deep. Sleep, the night holds you, the darkness keeps you, the silence surrounds you, and you rest completely, fully, endlessly, just, breathing, just, and being, just, sleep.